Okay, for the assignment M07, artificial intelligence, I am going to break down what artificial intelligence is, and then I'm also going to talk about two websites and types of forms of artificial intelligence that are used in our day to day. So, first off, I want to start with what is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence allows machines to work efficiently and solve problems. Essentially, I learned from that is the machine learns how to solve problems that are coming up in our day to day. Now, that could be anything from a factory or a car on the road. That could be also our computers have AI chips. And so, what artificial intelligence, the short frame is AI. And so, when people talk about AI, it is artificial intelligence. On the website HPE.com, artificial intelligence talks about human like behavior displayed by a machine or system. In AI's most basic form, computers are programmed to mimic human behavior using extensive data from past examples of similar behavior. This can range from recognizing differences between a cat and a bird to performing complex activities in a manufacturing facility. So that's pretty crazy that essentially AI can, if it takes resources from the past, essentially a chip, it knows data of what happens in certain situations and it mimics it to be the actual thing. So if it wanted to be a cat to a bird, it would have to mimic what a cat characteristic is to a bird's characteristics. Now, one thing I also thought of with AI is I remember that AI is used now in cars, especially in our new electric cars that are trying to drive themselves. So I looked up Tesla and I looked up Tesla AI, artificial intelligence, and autopilot. And one of the biggest things that Tesla is doing right now with their FSD chip and their Dojo chip and their Dojo systems is that these chips in this car have AI. Essentially, it has programmed certain situations. Now, if a car slows down in front of you, the car that you're driving with autopilot is going to slow down too, so it doesn't hit the other car. Now, if somebody is like gonna come into you, the car will go like let's say you're on the freeway, some car's on your left and he's merging into you. You're in his blind spot. Your Tesla will automatically go to the right lane to your right if there's no car there so that you avoid an accident. So essentially what artificial intelligence is it takes what we would be it mimics it and it actually makes it better. So artificial intelligence is something that's growing, it's not perfected. That's why there's lots of laws that AI and autopilot isn't exactly technically legal full time in a Tesla. You can't just sit in your car and it drives you from point A to point B. You do have to have your hand on the steering wheel to make sure you're paying attention of what's going on and what's happening. Now, there have been situations with AI and Tesla that, the AI wasn't perfect and made a mistake and actually injured people and crashed. And that's the thing about AI is that it learns from those. The chips are programmed for those situations to get better and better and better. And so, it's not perfect right now. It may not be perfect in 10 years, but it sure is going to be pretty darn close to perfect for situations like this for cars. Now, other situations in our day to day world, AI is taking over with computers, with, what was the other resources I talked about? Computers, also with, motorcycles. You can have AI with your VR headset. There's lots of things that AI is getting into, and so it's pretty special to see what's happening with artificial intelligence.